Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Stampin' with No. Thank you for tuning in. Well, month of October, cannot believe it's already here, is Breast Cancer Awareness. I'm sure some of you, if not all of you, are aware. Breast Cancer Awareness is in October. Me personally, every month is just cancer awareness. It's an ugly disease. It affects so many people in so many different ways. I myself have had family and friends who have gone through it, who currently have it, and all I can say is it's just an ugly disease. So I am very proud of Stampin' Up. They have created this stamp set. It's found in the mini catalog. It's actually up front on page 4. That for every stamp set, this particular stamp set is sold, that they will donate $3 to breast cancer organization, and I think that's just a wonderful thing that they are doing. I'm very proud of them that they are helping to contribute to the awareness and hopefully a cure in not too distant future. So what's great about this stamp set, I'm going to feature it in this video. I've made several, and I'm going to make 2 different ones just to show you the variety that this stamp set can provide to anyone that purchases it. And I just want to go through the words in case it is difficult to see on the video. But you do have the ribbon, the heart. I love the font of the love and hope. I just think that just that script is just beautiful. And then this stamp I absolutely love. It's half the sunflower with very keywords and anyone that is going through cancer. And I'll read it again in case it is difficult to see it on the video. It says support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, believe. Those are just awesome words for someone who is affected by cancer. And then also these words here says it's okay to not be okay. I say that sometimes, even just because I'm having a bad day. And then friends, don't let friends fight cancer alone. Very, very true. Very true. This one I absolutely love because it's a different perspective. It says, thank you for supporting me throughout my battle. Many times I make cards for someone who's actually going through it, and I think this statement right here is awesome for someone who's actually going through cancer. To me, any form of cancer. We all know that creating cards is very therapeutic, and just to have them have a stamp set that they can specifically say, thank you for supporting me. And I just absolutely love it. I can't say enough about it. So I'm going to bring over the cards that I've already done. And I'll give you a brief explanation of the colors and my thought behind it. I did try to stick close to the cancer ribbon colors using Stampin' Up, and I'll show you what I did with those. And then also the Sunflower 3D embossing. Quite honestly, it may be unavailable. It was on low inventory not too long ago, and it's probably the 4th or 5th time this has been on low inventory. It's been insane. So if you've not received it, I would keep an eye out. Go do a search on it. If it is unavailable, you can sign up for an email notification that once it's back in stock, that they will definitely send you an email letting you know, because you don't want to miss out on it. So here's a couple cards that I've done, and I'll do a real quick brief explanation of what I did with this. And this one is actually done in Blackberry Bliss, and I chose this because it was the closest color to plum, and the plum color cancer awareness ribbon is honors caregivers. So I thought this was very appropriate. The ribbon I did fussy cut out, and this is stamped off using the Blackberry Bliss. When I went full strength, I just thought it was too dark. It almost looked black. So I just did a stamp off, and I thought that that turned out really, really nice. So I did not put anything on the inside on these cards. I'll probably do that later. My intent is to donate these cards. My husband and I went to a cowboy church a few weeks ago, and there's several women that are quilters. I am not one of them, but they make quilts for individuals that are going through cancer treatments, and I thought this was very perfect for me just to donate cards to give to the church so that they can forward it on to whoever is in need of it. So the second one opens up this way, and this is Highland Heather, and it's the closest one I could find for lavender. And lavender is represents all cancers, and also pancreatic, if I remember correctly, color. So I thought this was very appropriate color, the Highland Heather. So what I did is I took a strip of Highland Heather, ran it through that sunflower embossing. I tore it on both edges. I don't know if you can actually see it. And then just to give it some more texture, I took my dauber and I sponged the edge, actually using the Highland Heather, so it really, everything was done in Highland Heather. And then I've got some retired Highland Heather ribbon. So I just absolutely love how that's stamped. And the mat right here is in Gorgeous Grape. Yes, Gorgeous Grape. I had to think about that for a minute. Yes, I think that was Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so this one is done a bookbinding technique, and this sunflower 3D is the Bubble Bath two-tone. You can only do this with the two-tone. I don't know if you can see it, but I took a sanding block and just went over the top edge of it to give it that white, to have the white come through. I love that technique. I just have a lot of fun with it. So, but again, you can only do that with the two-tone. And the cardstock is Bubble Bath, and I matted it in basic black. And I ran ribbon before I glued the edge down on the bookbinding. I ran some ribbon, and then I had some, I think this is Petal Pink, some linen thread, definitely retired, and I just wrapped it, and then I made a bow, doubled it, and made a bow. And I was going to cut the string, but I thought, no, I really like that. So I loved how taking the sanding block to that two-tone, just really, absolutely love it. I think it just pops. And I'm going to do one card that shows this technique with the two different colors, just to show you how easy it is. I don't want you guys to be intimidated. All right, so my other card, another bookbinding, and this is actually in honor of my dad, Baby Blue. This is Balmy Blue cardstock and ink. And I took my dauber and just lightly shaded, just to give it some color, some texture, depth to it. And actually the DSP, I took my dauber using the Balmy Blue ink and just inked the edges ever so slightly. And then I fussy cut the ribbons and just glued those on there flat. And I just used those words. My father had prostate cancer, and Balmy Blue, the baby blue, represents the prostate cancer. Okay, so let me bring over the two cards that I'm going to make. They're completely different. We're going to use Daffodil Delight, and let me bring over everything for that. And we're just going to be using this stamp, this rubber stamp. And let's see what's in here. So it's going to be very similar to this one, but I'm going to use the different direction. I'm going to turn it, and I'm not going to ink the edges because this is a two-tone Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to, since I absolutely love the sanding, I'm going to sand this one. I did not sand this because it was actually the regular cardstock, so sanding would not have done any good on that one. So I've got regular card base, Daffodil Delight. I'm going to leave that there so that I remember which direction that I'm doing this. So, you know, I really don't know. I think what I'm going to do is sand first since I have a clean area. So again, this is two-tone. I don't even know what the measurement is other than it's definitely 5.5 going across because I want it to be flush with my card. I don't know what, that was probably what, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, because I'm going to be tearing, so it really didn't matter. So if you've not seen my previous videos, take a sanding block, and then I go lightly. I do a little bit at a time because less is better. And I just go straight across, not putting a lot of pressure, just going straight across, scratching. You can hear the scratching, right? And just keep going over it to achieve the desired look. And it's taking off the yellow, and you're seeing white just on the raised portion of the embossed piece. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to take off a little bit more because I'm not going to do any shading or anything like that. I really want that white to pop up since I do have so much yellow. Okay, and I think that is good. And yellow represents, there's a couple cancers. I know one is bone. I can't remember what the other one is, but I do know one is bone. So one thing, if you do this technique, you know, kind of have a clean area because you're going to get little paper particles, and then just make sure you wipe it off. So I'm just going to guess. Now I'm going to, this piece I'm going to tear. So on my right hand, it's going to be pulling towards me so that I will have a white, I think you can see it, the white paper fibers showing. So just pull it across, go slow so it doesn't go crazy and tearing. I like that. If you don't like that, you know, you can always tear a little bit more, just like what I just did. Okay, you're going to flip it and do the same thing. My right hand, because I'm right-handed. Now, if you're left-handed, you may have to switch over, but I tend to do things with my right hand. And I'm just taking, you can tell, I'm not tearing a whole lot. If you don't, when you're done tearing both ends, if you think this is too wide, then tear it again. It's much easier to do a little bit at a time, right? So I'm electing, I like how that is, so I'm electing not to shade because I want the white to pop since we have so much yellow. Okay, so that looks really good. I'm going to, let's see here, I'm going to stamp. And let's see here, let me get my paper somewhere. Here we go. I think this will work. All right, so this is a piece of DSP. I'll have my measurements. I didn't even keep my measurements. I was winging it. I was doing different things and was not writing anything down. But this is the bouquet, I think, bouquet. Can't remember if that's how you pronounce it or not. So I just cut that, and I'm using crushed curry. And I'm going to just stamp the whole image. I want the flower and the words to be done in crushed curry. And sometimes when stamps are really large, I'll turn it upside down. You probably can't see me. I'll do it right here. I'll turn it upside down, and I will turn my ink pad down and ink it up that way. And that helps you see that you've actually covered everything. So I'm going to line that up. I don't need my foam mat because this is regular clean. Let's not do this upside down. All right, so I'm just going to center it. And I think that's good. Nice even press. Voila. Absolutely love it. Let me go ahead and clean that. that was the only inking that was needed on that. So let me move this to make room. I know I'm going to use the stamp set again. All right, now we're ready to glue these things together. So I'll bring this over. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it like that. Let me glue that. I could probably pop it up, but yeah, the two-tone paper is a little bit thinner. I don't know what the weight is, but it is thinner than the regular cardstock, so it kind of, I don't know, kind of warps a little bit, but not in a bad way. I don't want anybody to think that it's bad, because it's not. So just scooching that over because I'm not even. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this one down. This is Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to glue that flat. All right, line this guy up. Now I don't know edging, like I shaded that. I don't know. I just felt like it was too much yellow. But that, that's just me. You might like it, and that's perfect. All right, so I'm just going to add some dimensionals. Oops. Put that back so it'll be there when I need it. All right. I don't know in the background if you can hear that. My husband is cutting grass. So if you can hear him, I'm sorry. But he's got to get it done. All right, there we go. Same layout, different look. So here's one. All right, so let me bring over the other one. And this is actually the bubble bath for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let me bring those over. I've not done this, so hopefully everything I have in here is what I was envisioning. I have. If not, I'll have to pause the video. So I do want to decorate the envelope in this for this particular card. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to leave that there so that I remember. This is Bubble Bath. It's the closest one that, for the breast cancer. And then this is just regular Bubble Bath cardstock. This is not the two-tone like I did with the yellow or this one, but this bookbinding one. This is just regular cardstock. And I ran it through that sunflower embossing. I'm going to lay that probably flat, I think is what I'm going to do. I wanted some color to it, so I still have this ribbon. I absolutely love it. I'm going to put that there, and I did do a bow ahead of time. It's a great trick. It's a little tip I got from another demonstrator who I cannot remember who. And then this is from the Spotlight All Nature Dies, which again is one of my go-tos. Okay, so what I want to do is on this flower, I want half of it done with the bubble bath, and then I want the words, I want it done in the memento. So a trick to doing this when you have two-tone is, let's go ahead and start this first. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way. I'll lay it flat. Sorry, wrong thing. Bring over my paper. Since I'm working with glass here, I'll be making a bunch of noise. So what you want to do is, what's the easiest thing, is cover up using a sticky note. Just make sure it's larger than your stamped image. And I am going to cover, I'm going to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cover half of the sunflower as best as I can without covering up the stamped words, okay? And then what I'm going to do is ink up the black, okay? The words, because that's what I want. And then what I'm going to do is take this off, and then with my dauber, I'm going to sponge using the bubble, am I saying it right? Bubble Bath ink, and I'm going to blot the sunflower and then stamp it, okay? So I just want to explain it so that I don't confuse you when I do all this, okay? And then this is actually going to be for the envelope. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ink it up. One of the tricks is before you stamp, make sure you remove the Post-it note. If you, like this card that I did where it was just the words, I covered up the sunflower. If you use this, make sure you remove the Post-it note. All right, I think that's inked up really, really well. So let me go ahead and get the Bubble Bath. You know, I don't use Bubble Bath ink very much, and it really is pretty. All right, so we are done with that. Get that out of the way. So now I'm going to take my dauber. I'm going to ink up. And the way the lighting is, I can see where my ink is. I would go extremely slow right on the edge like I'm doing here. And if you don't get all of it inked up, don't worry about it. The stamped image is, what is it called, distinctive, is made for that. So it's not a big deal if you miss some of it, especially on the edge if you don't get too close. All right, I think I hit all of it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp. And what's great about using a round label, you don't have to worry about centering it when you're stamping. All right, so here we go. I think that will work. It's in the circle. It's nice even press. Don't smash too hard. It may look like I'm putting a lot of pressure on it, but I am not. And there we go. Love it. Turned out really great, if I do say so myself. All right, I think we are done with the stamping. So let me get that out of the way. I don't want my dauber falling. All right, I'm gonna put that over to the side. So let's go ahead, and I will go ahead. I'm gonna do the envelope last. Let me go ahead and assemble this. So I want to put that down there. So I'm gonna flip it over. I just get some mini dots to tack down the ribbon. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me do that. You can get, what can you get? You can get some tear and tape. I've seen people use tear and, oops, that didn't come off. Some tear and tape to it. Come on now, you're being stubborn. Come on, you want to go on a beautiful card. Okay, so here we go. Tear and tape, and what else? Oh, just regular clear tape. So I want it about right there. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's a lot of ribbon, but that's okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to do straight or if I was going to actually add a bow. All right, perfect. Let me go ahead and adhere that flat. You could pop it up with dimensionals since it is tone on tone, but I think there's enough texture with this embossing folder that it doesn't look bad at all being flat. I kind of like it. Plus, if you think it's too much, you can always get the dauber and lightly shade the raised area to give it some color if you don't like this look. Many possibilities. Okay, and then this I'm going to pop up with dimensionals. I hope seeing these cards have inspired you. purchase this and this great stamp set and help go to a great cause. My heart goes out to all of those that have been affected by it. And we are definitely all in it together. All right, so I've got it on dimensionals, and I'm just going to go ahead and center it, making sure that at least this is straight. Okay, so now I've got this bow, and I'm going to do it that way. Let me trim this down. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to put it. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the edge. So I'm going to give it a short tail. And let me get a mini dot. And right there. That's a trick I learned. Instead of trying to use this piece to tie my bow, just wrap it around and then just get some more ribbon and tie the bow, and then adhere it with a mini dot. Okay, beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, so the envelope. What I want to do is I want to stamp the flap with just the, oh, I do need the ink, just the bubble bath. All right, I'm going to show you best way to do it. So let me bring this back over. Leave that, and I need the stamp. So since I only want the flower, taking that other Post-it note thing, sticky note, I'm going to cover up the words. Oop, I think I got it covered. All right, I got to just turn it over just so I can see better. And then now I can certainly pull out my dauber again and use it, but since I know I don't have to worry about it, I'm just going to ink it up. Again, I'm not worried if I don't get all of it, because that's the look. And I don't think I got it all, so I'm going to show you. And take this off. Make sure you take this off before you stamp. All right, and I'm just going to, right now, I'm just going to stamp in the middle. Right there. There we go. And you can tell I didn't ink up evenly, but that's okay. It's an envelope flap. You don't have to worry about it. All right, so cover it up again and go at it again. Ink it up. Make sure you peel it off, the sticky note, and I'm just going to go down a little bit and go off. There we go. I like that one better. Cover it up. Again, don't worry if you don't get all of it. It's okay. Just the fact that it's decorated, they will absolutely love it. Take that off. And then go over here on the corner and go off the page. There we go. All right, let me clean this off. Now, if you don't want to do the flap, you could have done, you could do the front and then just do the side. That would look good too. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. All right. That ink's really absorbing in the sticky note. Just to show different options. All right, take that off. Let me put that out of the way so I don't dip my finger in it. All right, so we're back to the front, and I'm gonna go off the page anyway. So do I want to do that? Do it this way, because you can't tell it's upside down. So I've got my envelope upside down. I'm going right on the edge. There we go. Oh, love it. I think I like this one better than that. But they're going to get double. It's awesome. Okay. All right. So let me, let's see what we got here. So what I'm doing this month, for month of October, to help Stampin' Up! With this great cause, is order the stamp set through my online store. Not only will you be helping Stampin' Up! Donate $3 to a wonderful cause for breast cancer awareness, and what I will do is this card, including the envelope, I will go ahead and send you out a kit so that once this comes in the mail, you guys will be ready to rock and roll and create a card and then send it to someone that you know. Okay? Thank you for tuning in. I am working on my free card class to go. It should be out probably in a couple weeks. I'm not sure when this is going to actually be out, but I do have it. I'm working on it, and then I'm working on some other things that I'm just playing right now, but we'll see what I end up creating by the end of the month. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this, giving you guys some ideas for a worthy cause, and I'm sure you know people that are affected by cancer, just any type of cancer. So here's a great selection of cards you guys can do once you receive your stamp set. So thank you. Happy stamping to you all, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care. Bye.